goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 20.
Well, it wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, we're from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I just say, I got you. He's crashing. Monday.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass and they get 12 yards out of it. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Fournette on the counter. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That good for 22 and a first down. The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover too?
Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them. But what also happens if the linebackers dive into the line, if you block them initially, that blocker can come off of them and get up to the safeties on the 2nd level. And now you've got a big place to run the football.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. And kept making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And the Bucs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
Line 59. Line 59. Here we go, D. Alert, alert, alert.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
7. Panthers, nothing. Bradley Pinion.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll throw right away. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain him.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go over the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big gain, run past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities to keep you away from the football. Hard to defend this guy.
Reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
He's brought down at the 39.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. He was just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Bridgewater. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. They got to figure this out. They got to figure him out. 4 sacks last week. Now one in the 1st quarter. What do they do?
Well, great pass rushers usually have a go-to move, but the best pass rushers, they have counters to their go-to move. So they'll show you that. Then when you adjust, they counter it and still get to the quarterback. And you don't pile up that many sacks. What do you have, 4 in the game last week? Without having some go-to moves with counters.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Rosen. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
7, Panthers nothing.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Fournette on the carry.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. It's a sneak for Rosen, and he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Down at the 26.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And they'll throw it with Rosen. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 15-yard line.
Buccaneers.
Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Fournette. He will push his way down to about the 14.
Fournette, the ball carrier.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rosen. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down.
Check, check. Watch the defense on that. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Hey, watch that. Check, Mike, 54.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. This is caught. Gronkowski. And the Buccaneers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. try and run for it with Fournette. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal.
It's our time. It's our time. Check three. Check three. Check three. Switch.
Now it's Rosen. The quick slant caught. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal. Here's Rosen to throw. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to fourth down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
Now on fourth down, Ryan Succop now for the Buccaneer field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
45.
Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Second and goal at the Buccaneers' 6-yard line.
Again, McCaffrey. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
McCaffrey following the penalty. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore.
Touchdown, Carolina.
DJ Moore hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers have got it back to a one-score game.
Kick is good.
And he's got it up and through.
The score, Buccaneers 10, Panthers 7.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rosen. And he'll get that to Fournette complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On first down, it's Rosen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay!
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
The kickoff for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Vita Vea able to record his 5th sack of the season.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
You know, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Final play of the half, Bridgewater. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
1st down, Carolina.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Samuel. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Bridgewater getting this complete to McCaffrey. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Bridgewater to throw it. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Back to the ground attack here is McCaffrey. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Now Gostkowski will come on to try a field goal.
For the field goal, a 30-yard attempt.
Gostkowski's kick is good, and they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
He's tackled at the...
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
You ain't doing nothing today. Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Double up. 54's Mike, Check, watch the
Now Rosen. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. 47's the Mike. 47's the Mike. Curl.
Here's Rosen. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And 13.
Check, 47. That's right, baby. They don't want it. 47's the Mike. 47.
Third and long here for Rosen. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4.
And now it's Rosen looking. That's complete to his running back, Evans. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they called Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Now Rosen looking to throw. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Back now in Tampa. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. Fournette, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Rosen now off the bootleg. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. It's a safety blitz and a sack for Earl Thomas.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Let's go. You tighten up.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
At the 12-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing, Bridgewater. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Bridgewater gets this complete to Samuel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
McCaffrey on the counter, and only able to muster a couple, down to about the 27.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Shaquille Barrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
3rd and long now after the sack. And we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Throwing is Bridgewater. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On play action, it's Bridgewater. Looking long for Thomas. And that is incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back.
Is a turnover on downs.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Yard line.
This is incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. This is Fournette, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And now just 3 seconds before the 2-minute warning, they're going to call a timeout here defensively. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Watch the edge. Check nickel.
To throw is Rosen. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
A gain of 13 yards.
He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only 1 timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yeah.
Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Rosen to a knee, and that ought to do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Today's final score.
So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first